Today, we have officially learned Democrat officials still refuse to accept the will of the American people.
They're going to break him out of El Salvador
Maryland
prison.
Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen rushed to Dulles Airport this morning to fly to El Salvador, potentially using taxpayer dollars to demand the release of deported illegal alien MS-13
Don't let him back
terrorist.
in.
The Democrats and the media in this room have continually and wrongly labeled Kilmar Abrego Garcia as a Maryland father. There is no Maryland father. Let me reiterate. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is an illegal alien, MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist who was deported back to his home country.
Well, no wonder they like him.
And when Kilmar Abrego Garcia was originally arrested, he was wearing a sweatshirt with rolls of money covering the ears, mouth, and eyes of presidents on various currency denominations. This is a known MS-13 gang symbol of hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Abrego Garcia was also arrested with two other well-known members of the vicious MS-13 gang. And two separate judges found that Abrego Garcia was a member of MS-13, and that finding has never been disputed. And just this morning, it was revealed through Maryland court documents that Abrego Garcia's wife petitioned for an order of protection against him for 2 instances of domestic violence in May of 2021.
Who could have guessed?
Here's the order right here.
Oh, okay.
The court ordered that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse. Once in May of 2021, assault in any degree. And on May 4th of 2021, he punched and scratched his wife, ripped off her shirt, and grabbed and bruised her. This is from a court in Maryland. So not only are Democrats rushing to defend an illegal criminal foreign terrorist gang member, but also an apparent woman beater. To set all of that aside, the basic fact that he was illegally inside our country and had a lawful deportation order made him subject to removal back to his home country of El Salvador. And if he ever ends up back in the United States, he would immediately be deported again.
Yeah.
Nothing will change the fact that Abrego Garcia will never be a Maryland father. He will never live in the United States of America again.
He should be lucky he's alive.
And the United States Supreme Court ruled unanimously that the President of the United States and the Secretary of State could not be compelled to forcibly retrieve this citizen of El Salvador who is currently locked up in a maximum security prison in his home country due to his MS-13 membership. To remind the media and the Democrat Party, MS-13 are among the most vicious and dangerous individuals in this world. They pose a direct threat to the United States, El Salvador, and any other country who maintains basic law and order. MS-13 rapes innocent girls and women, runs sex trafficking operations,
MS-13 is bad,
murders for sport, and terrorizes law-abiding people.
Real bad.
That's why El Salvador President Bukele made it clear this week that he will not be releasing this MS-13 gang member from his prison. But that is not enough. All of that is not enough to stop the Democrat Party from their lies. The number one issue they are focused on right now is bringing back this illegal alien terrorist to America.
Thank God.
But where are the Democrats applauding the fact that southern border crossings just hit a historic low? Where are the Democrats supporting our brave men and women of law enforcement who are putting their lives on the line every single day to arrest the violent illegal alien invaders that the previous administration allowed into our country? And where are the Democrats when innocent Americans are victimized by illegal criminals that Joe Biden let in? It's appalling and sad that Senator Van Hollen and the Democrats applauding his trip to El Salvador today are incapable of having any shred of common sense or empathy for their own constituents and our citizens. Nobody knows this more than the woman standing to my right, Patty Morin, whose beautiful daughter Rachel was brutally maimed and murdered at the hands of an illegal alien in August of 2023. Patty no longer has her daughter because of the failed Democrat Party's open border, and these are policies that President Trump is bringing an end to. Patty should not have to be here today, but she is. And we are grateful and we are honored for her willingness and her request to share her powerful story with the world.
Let's hear it.
Thank you, Patty, for being here.
Thank you.
Surely a paid actor.
A lot of you don't know the whole story about Rachel and about the crime that was committed against her. Even us, her family, we didn't know all the details. They kept most of it close to their chest, the detectives, because they didn't want to do anything to hurt the case. They wanted to so they kept everything close.
Yeah, of course.
I sat for the last 2 weeks in her trial, and we saw layer upon layer upon layer of evidence against the accused, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador. And the
Gotta
things
catch
that
'em
we
all.
thought maybe this might have happened, we didn't know that when we were at the trial, we got all the puzzle pieces. And I want to share some of those things with you. You know that Rachel is a 37-year-old mother. She has 5 children. We walked the trail for the last 25 years that we've lived in Maryland. It's a safe place for our family. It's where we go to get a little bit of New England, because that's where we're from, New England. When she went on that trail that day, she was not planning on dying. She wasn't planning on walking to her death. She was planning on going to the grocery store. Victor Martinez waited for her. He waited for her to come closer. He saw her. He saw that there was nobody around. He attacked her.
Why?
He dragged her hundreds of feet. Blood gushing from her head.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Trail of her blood.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Against the wall of the tunnel, and he raped her. But before he did that, he stopped on that trail, and rocks, still stained with her blood, he used them to hammer her head.
Round 1,
Our
go!
past was mired in loss and grief, but the future belongs to mutant kind.
I've seen the pictures.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
The back of her head, where the scar was shattered.
Think you're fast enough to stop a high-velocity round aimed straight between your eyes, old-timer?
Why would I have to be? I've already disabled the internal mechanisms on all of your weapons. Now, play nice, and perhaps I'll put your toys back together for
The
you.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It seems we have to feel like myself again.
Look out behind you.
These beasts must belong to Mela.
Battlefield ready again.
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest
Her
gift.
hair is soaked in
Better
blood.
stop that vehicle.
He showed us pictures of her body.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
The blood outlined her. And you could see where the blood around her.
You cannot hurt me. Ah, much better.
There's no chance to stop them. The enemy has arrived.
That one of the things they
Yikes! What the fuck are these
Mutants
things, Namor?
always rise again.
and then when all
We're finding our route. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
because of how strong and violent.
You're welcome.
I feel like myself again.
Disappear!
Maximum!
doing this my way!
Us against the world!
Mutants always rise again.
These are the kind of criminals that we need in our country. We are American citizens. Why should we allow people like this, violent criminals, that have no criminals at all, to murder
My good deed for the day!
our citizens?
I feel like myself again. These beasts must belong to Namor. Tremble before...
I'll patch you up. Better make this count.
I like the cold.
Much better.
Maximum pulse!
Chance to stop them!
I feel like myself again.
Us against the world!
Magneto!
Maximum pulse!
Watch me soar!
What the hell are those things, Namor? You're ready for that!
Your weapons are able
Appreciate
to
the boost.
I shall not be removed so easily.
For my daughter.
I'll patch you up. My good deed.
disappear!
Your attacks are futile.
Here come the bad guys.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
You shall not be harmed.
A shield. Roa!
I feel like myself again.
Only 60 seconds left. He stopped them in their tracks.
Tremble!
Some sort of squids? Great.
Maximum pulse!
I'm doing this my way!
Watch me soar!
They're on your tail!
Down to 30 seconds. Keep an eye on this spot.
Hunker down. We're almost there.
Oh, right there. He stopped them in their tracks.
And it's again the entire. This is
A knife. The final 10 seconds.
Much better.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner. It's the grand finale.
Us against the world. Fear Magneto! Kneel before Magneto.
Not win. The current score is 0-1.
like every single time.
Time to
Unless
switch
you think
things
that
up,
somehow there's like a
including which
greater
side
goal
you're
that
on.
You can achieve by not doing that. That's
Be
fine.
wary.
But, like,
No
always
timeline
make the
exists where Magneto yields.
And,
You'll
it
need a
does have
top-notch
emotional
team to
manipulation. Yeah, I
win
think
this
so.
one.
And the left arm, the other one's around manipulative emotions. Yeah, no, I guess so. Said differently, always fight to win. Yeah, always fight to win no matter what. Do you think anyone needs to take accountability for the open border crisis? Yeah, of course. In my opinion, like, this is the way that I look at it. The way that I look at it again is that you should look at the people that have enabled
Round two, go!
Charles dreamed of a safe haven for all mutants. At last, I have made it a reality.
things happen. Basically, like, charge them as being accessories to murder, and then put them in jail, and then
30
stuff
seconds
stops
before you
happening.
attack. Get
And so
ready.
That's the way that you solve the problem. And so, because the reason why it
Mantis,
happens is
Pete just
because
put
the people
Glintar
in
on top of the
government
list.
officials that
How you
are
holding up?
okay with this,
I can manage.
they know that
Then we'll
they
free
can get
everyone
away
from the
with it.
collector's theme
And
park,
the
yes?
moment that people
What he
stop
did to
getting
you?
away with it
I'll make
is the
that
moment
Flarkin
it stops
elder of the
happening.
universe regret
And so
even
that's
being
the way that
born.
you solve it. And that's 100% right, exactly. And then you do it retroactively.
The battle
too.
starts
But,
in
like,
5,
general, this is the way that
4,
I see it, is
3,
that if you're
2, 1.
Much better. I'm invited to Avengers Tower.
Shake it out.
Namor's subjects are tenacious.
I need
You
assistance.
need not fear.
Now I'm confident.
You cannot hurt me. You shall not be harmed.
Chin up. Thanks for the shield. That is the party crasher.
This is real firepower!
I was worried.
I'll patch you up.
Octopus alert.
Like, I don't really like blaming on Democrats, but I think the government.
Good to go.
My power cannot be quelled.
They did that, and guess what?
Friends, gather around.
My way.
Maximum pulse!
It's common sense. Like, everybody.
And we can help you achieve your directive, Herbie.
And,
You
I don't
needed
know
some
why
help,
Democrats
didn't you?
can't keep with the lie so much. The versatile trial is to protect citizens, not illegals. Yeah, fuck them. And so, anyway,
There they are.
this is great to see. I think that they need to start using more of this messaging as
I've
well.
spoken a tiny bit.
This messaging is, I think, probably.
You shall not be
Help,
harmed.
friends. Shoot.
What vile creatures Namor has summoned? I feel like myself.
That one hurts. I like the color. It's the grand finale. What ugly backup band, Namor.
Back to the bottom of the ocean with you. There is no other.
Only 60 seconds left. Turn around, quick. More lovely shield.
This is real firepower!
Maximum
Magneto!
This my way!
You cannot hurt me.
Thanks for the shield. Down to 30 seconds.
You cannot hurt me. I am invited to What vile creatures Namor has summoned? You need not fear.
We can help you achieve your directive, Irving. Good things come to those who wait. Those squids are on us.
Enjoy the amplifier! This is real!
Maximum pulse!
Over here.
They shall not escape our wrath now.
Yeah. And so, but I feel like I've explained it good enough. And again, I understand like people might think other things are important, whatever.
Only 60 seconds left.
And that's it.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Need some help. A nice deep breath. Watch me go. I'm down to 30 seconds.
Top 5, if not top 3 most popular.
I feel like myself again.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
The enemy has arrived.
This is real firepower!
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. I was worried. That one.
You're well.
Maybe party crasher.
I'm opening a portal.
Final score: 1-2-2.
Yeah.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
For sure. It's cool.
I'll keep this short and to the point. I'm not so good with words, but I will do my best. And please forgive me. I am reading off of some notes, so I don't forget anything.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm really sorry for upsetting you this announcement.
I'm upset.
This has been a very long time. The right heroes could make all the difference. Today, I am here to announce that I will be graduating.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Who are you calling a wreck?
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Like a holdover vestigial term from like idol culture. Whenever a member of a pop group,
Round
or,
one,
like a,
go!
you know, like a celebrity group,
Be wary.
is on the
I will never allow Krakoa to suffer the same fate as
these
Genosha.
are synonymous. It's the same thing, but it's just like a euphemism, right?
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong. My reasons being,
Your ankhs are maddening. Not my ankhs.
That's crazy.
Conscious. Even so, maddening. If I'm on your side, is that what you want?
No, actually, the reason why, like, what the disagreements were, etc. But I do think that like
The battle starts in
they're
5,
saying that like this has
4,
been going on for a
3,
while, and
2,
it's been because of
1.
management. That's kind of a big deal.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Big deal. I can talk about it after.
Richards and Stark think they know everything. But when man plans, the gods laugh.
I feel like myself again.
You're welcome.
The darkness. They shall not escape our wrath now.
More tentacles than Gargantos himself. You're welcome.
Turn around. Sometimes. Or a dagger.
I'll patch you up.
Maximum pulse!
Defense is compromised. Our enemies are more tentacles than Gargantos himself. Hey, Petey! Enjoy the air!
Disappear! Please, we're hurt.
You're welcome.
Magneto! A fatal attraction.
Too scared to sing
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest gift.
thousands of
I remember that.
When I think about how many of you I've been able to connect with, it brings me so much joy.
Approach this
You
site
need to
with
stop that
caution.
vehicle in its tracks.
Ah, much better.
Just embrace the light.
Namor's subjects are tenacious.
Better stop that vehicle.
Maximum pulse!
Lights out.
Rated halfway. Stop them.
My
Shall not be removed so easily.
Successful work. I love the banter we've shared. Better stop that vehicle.
It seems we have company.
Still a chance to stop them.
You are under my protection.
Shield up.
Your powers are mine!
You stop them in their tracks.
Angry little squids? That'll be a Namor thing.
Anyone willing to help? Just embrace the light. Disappear!
Maximum pulse!
Magneto!
Please, we're hurt.
You cannot hurt me.
Shield up! They're sneaking from behind. Might be a good time to stop them.
That is much better.
My power cannot be quelled.
Cover Corp stock. So this is their stock. I'm gonna see if I can just pull it up and get an idea.
Better stop that vehicle!
Where the fuck is it? 1 day?
I don't
5
think that's the
days,
welcoming
whatever.
committee.
I'm not sure if this is the right number. Because of that, that's kind of a big thing.
It's now or never! Stop them!
My power.
Better stop that vehicle!
Reek of desperation anymore.
A valiant attempt, Namor.
Maximum pulse!
Cannot hurt me.
Pulse charge! Fire!
The thing is
Don't give them another inch!
Your powers are mine!
like she doesn't own it.
Hard to
They
find
own
good
it.
health,
So,
isn't it,
like, if she
Namor?
wants to go off and do her
The current score is 0
also,
2
like, I know there's
3.
like, some people that are like negative.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Just let you know, like, this is what happens whenever you do that.
Be wary.
So, like, this,
No
like, if you demand,
timeline
like,
exists
nobody,
where
like,
Magneto
like, you
yields.
just-
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Open your eyes. Reality is but an
Like, why would you
illusion.
be an asshole? Like, why would you even do that? Like, yeah, ban off, yeah, just permaban you. Like, you don't mean shit, bro. Like, you just annoying. So just keep that in mind whenever you're trying to be obnoxious or like rude. Yeah, but why do you care as much? The reason why I care about the people that act this way is because it's disrespectful and rude.
You have no idea.
Don't like it. And so when you're taking a part that's having a bad time,
What armor is this?
that you just really don't understand. Like, I would understand if this isn't a person
30 seconds before you attack.
somebody
Get ready.
crying about, like, you know, getting sentenced to jail for like running somebody over.
It is good
But,
that you're
like,
keeping
you just have, like,
Wakanda's
this
spiritual traditions alive.
floating, like,
Tell my
just,
sister.
hostile,
Somehow I don't think she's interested in what I think.
every time that you see something or somebody that you don't like, I don't want to have that in my stream. It's not useful.
The battle starts in 5,
add any value
4,
to the stream.
3,
That's all you do.
2,
If it's all
1.
you do, then that's fine.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Majority of people are not doing that. So
Some
that's
call
all I
me
do.
arrogant. Mostly they're jealous.
Like adorable little elder girl.
Good medicine. What have you summoned now, Namor?
The foul beast denied us traitors to my kingdom.
Disappear!
Maximum pulse!
Your powers are mine!
Forest is the fact that these
The
companies
doctor is
and these
in.
groups take advantage in a lot of cases of these content creators, and they create relationships with them that are completely one-sided, that are I think exploitative and predatory.
My
and I think that they exercise a degree of control.
What have you summoned now, Namor?
Have with
strength Scarlet Witch.
I win in another skin.
So like that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And so anyway, let's go back. I just want to make sure
Let's get that vehicle to its destination.
Maximum pulse!
Our enemies are here. I purge the
like it's not a big deal. So yeah, I do. A lot of people do, and also
We are at a
The doctor is in.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would say that.
Pull back and
You're not
regroup.
here, you
Mere
didn't contribute to the
distractions.
community. The only thing you contribute is just being rude.
My
And so first last message, bro. Like why would I want to do that? So anyway,
Get that vehicle moving again.
creatures of rhythm. Good medicine.
They're right behind you.
Disappear!
Your powers are mine!
why would you even say that? Why even do this?
Consider yourself
I just
conquered.
literally just don't be a dickhead, don't be rude, right? And that's it. And
Now,
so,
a
anyways,
disappointment in the
it's
Hall of
crap.
Past can my spirit be purified.
Enemy in front of us. I am strengthened for that. Enemy assistance.
Maximum pulse!
Anything that happens, I will immediately permaban for it.
Mortal pain
and-
is
and I
no
usually
match
don't
for
ever
the
leave
Sorcerer
my ban
Supreme.
for
I'm
anything
opening a
like that. So
portal.
it's like if you get banned, that's it. And so that's really all there is to it. But I just want to make sure people understand that that's really how it is.
Get that vehicle moving again.
A shortcut through space.
Of that I tolerate.
I am strengthened for that.
We need to be moving faster than this. The adversary is there. They're up ahead.
Disappear! Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
No more screams. A little help, please.
Shadow.
Good medicine.
And so anyway,
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I suggest we do not disappoint her.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Maximum pulse!
The doctor is in.
allows you to retain
So
the
close.
rights of your
This is your
ID
big chance.
after you leave the org. So, like for example, I think Silvervale is a good example of this. Silvervale.
By the eye of Agamotto!
And same with Bebe, who's who left Mojo and they retained
Only 60 seconds left.
all of these companies should.
My body is rejuvenated.
VTubers.
Get that vehicle moving again.
My
Good medicine.
Your god is suffering.
The Orisha suggests we pick up the pace a little.
Disappear! Down to 30 seconds.
Maximum pulse!
Loki gone. By the Eye of Agamotto!
Have an indie ones or ones
The final 10 seconds!
and that are successful.
I have unfinished business here.
Light.
I'm opening a portal.
Tide is turning, and you can have people
Final score 2-3.
in the towel rather than continue to be theoretically. I mean, we don't know the details of this, but exploited, put in places.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Made to feel uncomfortable, etc. So yeah, I hope it continues to happen. I'll tell you that. We'll talk about that, right? And so, why are you more sympathetic for this versus your take on voice actors losing their jobs to AI? Because these people are losing what their autonomy is, and that's the reason why. Yeah, it's really just that simple. The voice actor stuff is a lot different, and also because they're not attacking their audience. That's another really big reason is that you know, you never have one of these VTubers go and like say a bunch of negative stuff about their audience. It's like if you want to keep your audience and you want to keep whatever you got to. Yeah, I think that the way that the person structured it, it's polite enough for it to be a conversation, but that's really what it was.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
So
Be
the funny
wary.
thing about that
No
is that
timeline
what
exists where
happens is that,
Magneto
let's see if I can find
yields.
it here. Is that this is what's happened not now, but just a second. So this girl, Doki Bird, used to be a personality previously in another like VTubing agency like Hololive, and it was called Ninja Sanji. And she was removed from Ninja Sanji, or she left. I don't remember like all the details. And Ninja Sanji had pretty much
I
everybody.
will do what it takes to protect my no matter the price.
Like act like robots. saying
30
the
seconds
same
before you
thing,
attack.
doing the
Get
same
ready.
thing, so they could look like they were like stronger without her. And so like she
You
left
will
the,
always
she
have a
left
place
that
on
order.
Krakoa,
And if you
Wanda.
look at like her YouTube
With you,
channel, for
perhaps.
example,
But
as
your
far
fellow
as I know,
mutants
like,
may not
she's
be as
still
welcome.
doing very well.
Give them a chance to know the true you, and they will see the error of their
She's
ways.
popular on Twitter,
You know who
etc.
I have
So
become.
I think this is going to continue to be
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doki Bird.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
They don't need to be represented by.
I'd
like,
rather
one
make
big group
music
like
than
this.
do anything else. Except be a
I think
superhero.
the more that they're gonna have like the rights of their own, so they can decide to do what they want.
Watch out!
Better.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. They captured the mission area!
My power cannot be quelled.
It seems like you know, this is another you know, it's another liberation. Like she just, it's like they just got tariffed, right? She got her liberation day. It's not so good. And so anyway, yeah,
You are under my protection.
Alright, Ty. Now we really have to attack.
that's the way I
Cover from the shadow.
Control C!
Watch out. Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
But just for you.
with these corporations that are exercising control. Also, audiences.
Moonlight left the rock here.
You captured more than
assume.
My power cannot be quelled.
Great for her.
I'm opening a portal.
I think that when that happens, you're going to see tons of people support her. The odds are we're probably never going to know the details and the nuts and bolts of why this happened.
A shortcut through space.
That, you know, again, with all the other cases.
I am ready to put on a show!
You are under
Their team's capture progress is past the halfway point. Trophy! I got the
approach this site with caution.
Like, idle management companies
Our enemies are near.
could trip and fall and die, and then, you know...
The area is almost dark!
Okay, well, let's do that, but not and so it's a little bit...
Another hit for you.
I unleash the Bashan.
Limits.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Hulk smash.
Tremble before fast! The moon haunts you!
What you have is you have people that are effectively going and they're just being, what do you call it? They're basically farming weirdos that are obsessed with them. Like, that's it. And they want to sell a fake fantasy to a bunch of, like, lonely
Our
weirdos.
past was
And I
mired
just
in
think that's,
loss
like,
and
it's unhealthy.
grief,
It's-
but the
I don't
future
really
belongs to
wanna use the word
mutant
predatory,
kind.
But it is predatory to an extent. It's just gross, bro. Like, it's weird. And so, yeah. Yeah, I don't
30
think
seconds
that's
before you
yeah,
attack.
exactly.
Get ready.
Before OnlyFans existed, yeah, exactly. It takes away their own personal liberties from
Ah,
entertainment. It's
your
fucked up.
idealism
You know how much
refreshes a
something's bad.
battered old
The odds
soul.
are a lot of these
You
girls
can't
will
be
probably
that
compensate
old.
pretty well. Like, I
Astral
would assume
projection
they
makes
are,
me
and
feel
they probably
old.
have like a relatively good payout, etc. So I'm not trying to say like that they're not making any money or whatever, but I think that it's
Blow up.
always about them, and especially like
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, you know,
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
What the fuck was that?
threshold, a totally different world. So yeah.
I do hear voices in my head. You would too, if you listened.
Let's see here.
Ah, here they are now. I feel like myself again.
Hulk smash. Mission area is yours to capture now.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension. Well, the reason why that happens, here's the reason why.
We captured the mission area.
I shall not be removed so
What's a team of heroes
easily.
without
the
Iron Man?
weird mentally ill hope that maybe if I do enough of these things that she'll notice me and she'll have sex with me. That is actually like, and a lot of people don't want to say this, right?
Eight-legged tracking bombs.
But
Fiendishly
that
clever.
actually is how simple it is. Because if what could be the other reason? Start dating somebody and then you
So it begins.
I feel like myself
A
again.
nice deep freeze. Hold still. I'm trying to help.
The darkness. How?
that's the facts. A bunch of fucking freak weirdos, controlling.
We gotta be strong together.
Unpleasant, fucking like just the worst people. You never want to be around these people in real life. And that's
Almost
it.
charged.
It's
You might
unattractive
want to
even,
stand back.
if you don't the idea of talking to people.
Much better.
The only squid I want is an appetizer. Those squids are on ice.
Enemies on approach.
I suck. It's time! Disappear!
Fear Magneto!
Ugly backup.
as I expected.
And so what happened with COVID is that
Creatures have risen from the realm below.
Chilled squid Odin. Glory is almost yours!
Do your worst. You shall not be harmed.
You got a shield, Tandy.
took it and like multiplied it by like 2 times, right?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Pulse charge.
You have made your father proud, Wanda, my dear.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
What are you gonna do? Oh no! And no, it's not good. I tell you.
Another epic victory! Big win!
People like these weirdos, right? And so that's one thing that we covered in the situation. If I'm live, I'll do it. And if it's not late, I'll do it. Sure, but I'm not Canadian, but yeah, I'll probably watch it. See what happens. But and so that's it. It's a bodybuilder boys. Yeah, like I remember I went to like an anime convention, like a convention that was like tangential to anime, in like 2012, and like nobody had bodybuilders there, right? And like now I went to an anime convention like I don't know, like a few months ago with Emmy and fucking Miz and X-Wrestling, and the people just walk around like they even have to sign their bodybuilders. Like, bro, do you have you just are out with it? You just lay it out there. You just put it on. You put it right in front of you. Damn. God damn. What the hell is going on? And so that's what I think. And so yeah, you call the COVID pandemic rise of the boomers. Yeah. And so this is really what's happened. I wanted to talk about this and get into it, but I totally support Nura. I think that she's a great creator. I've seen a number of her jokes. I'm not really a big. Honestly, I'm gonna keep real. I never watched streams, bro. I think it's boring. Who would fucking watch streams? But the fact is that I see clips here and there, and like it's good. I mean, like not her. I'm just talking about everybody, right? I mean, I gotta play a video game. I get off stream. I'll play a video game. I get on Twitter. I'll play some turn-based combat on Twitter. And so, yeah, what the fuck am I gonna do? And so, yeah, but I mean, for her, like, I think that what she did is incredible. The level of, the success that she achieved is, really respectable, tremendously respectable. And I'm glad to see, so many people supporting her. That's the way I feel about it. That's where I'm at. That's how I feel, We're getting an expansion, not to Oblivion, not to Skyrim, but to Conquer. I didn't expect it. Big surprise. Here we go.
So, Bungie's got a new game set to release on September 23rd, 2025 called Marathon.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be this, like, co-op first-person shooter, extraction shooter sort of game. Players working together on their own, like, quote-unquote groups, which I believe go up to 3 people. So, potentially you'll have, like, 2 teams of 3 going up against each other.
Yep.
Then find the gameplay loop as
It's an extraction shooter.
as much as you can't see it without the lie. Reception for this game is already rather tempered at best, but many are saying it looks worse than that. For example, saying it looks really boring, really bland, and uninspired, etc. That's well, in a Reddit post from the other day, on Sunday, April 13th, a Marathon dev came out with a statement addressing the issues that he found in his own special way, which you'll see.
That's good. I mean, I'm glad that they're listening.
While also mentioning that he is a dev who also worked on O1, the only Encore. Before we read that, let's get some more context on the
Oh boy.
Here's some of the top comments from the trailer that I was just playing. Comments.
At the end of Marathon is layoffs. Oh boy. Hearing there's a new Marathon game out and finding out it's a team-based extraction shooter took me from an elated high to impressive depth so fast. Art style has changed a lot since the first trailer. Uh-oh.
Reading. At the end of Marathon is layoffs. Hearing that there's a new Marathon game out and then finding out it's a team-based extraction shooter took me from such an elated high to such an impressive depth so fast that ancient Greeks are writing epic super ballads. Art style has changed a lot from the first trailer. Back then, the teaser trailer evoked a gritty, surreal, and unforgiving feeling.
Fury was pretty good. I like
this trailer felt arcade, lasting and casual. Very different feeling compared to the teaser trailer. This is quite conflicting, to be honest. And I love how the general vibe in the comments is that everyone's just really annoying. Alright, with that context,
I don't think like the weird thing about Marathon is that I feel like very few people are super positive about Marathon. There are some people who are like, this looks good, but I feel like there's been a lot of people that are really negative about it, and there's been some people that are like kind of on the fence, and people that are just kind of negative, but there are very few people that are like super hyped, right? And I do find that to be, I mean, that matters.
let's hop over to the Reddit post from the Marathon dev, who's also an ex-Concord dev. And I'll be joining you over there in V2 the Mode, which you saw yesterday's video where I mentioned what's going on with
Destiny
that.
player
Let's
for
do the
player.
Ultra Break TLDR. I'll be doing some videos in part with my feature model, maybe entirely with feature
The
model.
thing is with like Destiny is that I feel like you're gonna get people. It's the same as like anytime Blizzard made a new game, people would play the new game. But that doesn't mean that the new game is gonna like really last for a long period of time.
Or maybe not using the game at all. It kind of just depends, but the idea is it'll help me make more videos. And on top of that, it can also just help me get videos done more efficiently because it's quite strange. It's less editing when I use the V2 model. I noticed yesterday, like I got that video done way quicker than usual. Not that my videos are highly edited to begin with, I'm not saying that. But regardless, more efficiency is still a good thing. Okay, with that all said, we're over here on Reddit with the title Former Firewalk/Concord Dev Talks Miracle. Yeah, you know something. Hail, former Firewalk Studios dev here. I've been a long time person for many years and rarely post to Reddit in regards to what is going on in my life as a developer/artist. After reading the comments about Marathon being Concord 2.0 on Reddit, YouTube, and Twitch, I just wanted to share a little insight into what a 40-year-old man is doing after dedicating a large portion of his life to making video games.
You're not going to address the elephant in the room for why people think Concord and Marathon look the same. This is the problem that the professional gaming space has. They won't say what the problem is. Everybody knows what the problem is, but they don't want to say it. And that's why they keep making the same mistakes.
I mean, I guess maybe, but like it sounds like what you really want to do is try and like make people like think it's not going to be Concord 2.0.
Oh
right?
no! Oh
So
no!
for the past 7 years, I've been part of some great projects. But by the way, not exactly a compelling argument to be like it's not Concord 2.0. We just have Concord devs working on this. Continuing though.
Yeah.
For the past 17 years, I have been part of some great projects and worked with some of the most talented people who made the dev, who made the dev we wanted. Many
What is
players
the
know about
problem? The problem is that the design of the game and the character design is completely weird. Like, I have the mindset that if you can't immediately tell the gender of a character, you're probably doing a bad job of character design. And I think that American developers and Western developers at large have gone down this pipeline of creating a lot of androgynous, weird-looking characters for I don't even know what reason, but they've been doing it a lot. And I think the outcome of that is nobody wants to play the game. Nobody likes the game. And I think that's what's happened in multiple games. Like every single game that I see that's gone with this like more, uglified look for characters, or like this more androgynous, like attractive character look. None of them succeed. They all fail. Like pretty much every single time they fail. So if you keep making this character, and like this is the problem, is that even this developer here will not address in plain English what the problem is, when everybody knows what it is, but we can't talk about it.
Concord, and what happened with that project. Concord failed to inspire players, and the messaging was heard loud and clear. It was gut-wrenching to see our project fail, and be the laughing stock of many authors. I have learned that failure is what drives people to succeed. No one feels as bad
Apparently
as people
not.
who put their time in, hoping it will entertain the masses of gamers across the globe. Did they really think? It's kind of like a rhetorical question, but like, it's still hard to believe. I'm going to change the point, actually. It's not a rhetorical question. Here's the point. It's kind of hard to believe that anyone that worked on Concord ever genuinely thought like, oh yeah, everyone around the globe.
We're really cooking fucking
Maybe not
guys.
everyone, but, you know,
Oh, yeah.
gamers, massive gamers around the globe are going to love this game. My point is, how tone deaf are these people? Like, I'm not asking for pity or even sympathy, because after all, this is the name of the game. You win or lose. Oh, some people probably smell blood in the water and probably want to roast me for no longer lurking.
Yes.
Exposing myself. I hope you don't, and see that people create these projects and work very
People create a lot of stuff. People create pretty much everything and stuff. How do you think it came about? Because of people. Duh.
hard to be the next big thing. I commend them.
Yeah, like, you know what the definition of insanity is? It's doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. AKA me playing Dark Souls. So, if you fucked up on Concord, and you're not telling them how not to fuck up, I feel like you're a little bit fucking insane.
Taking a chance, trying something that isn't proven or guaranteed to succeed. It takes a lot of courage. Okay, bro, so let's discuss this point right here where he's like, I hope you don't, and see that people create these projects and work very hard to be the next big thing. Why do so many developers like this? Like, typically it's usually like AAA devs who work on a
They
game.
constantly make these emotional appeals. I don't care. Put the fries in the bag. It's the same thing with streamers. Like, oh, it's so hard being a streamer. It's so hard being a game dev. Put the fries in the bag. Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to guilt your audience into buying your garbage. Make a good product, win, and then people like you. That's it. Winners win, losers lose.
Like
There it
Concord.
is.
They end up trying to have this like toxic positivity stuff, which
Sounds
is
like a
something they're
weird-ass
also
game.
about
Yeah.
Firewalk Studios, right? That was like a big point of contention, that they had this culture of toxic positivity with this quote. And it kind of reminds me of that. It's like, oh, I hope no one says anything bad about our game. You know, we're people that work on this. How is that?
It's emotional manipulation. That's what it's going on. They're trying to emotionally manipulate the situation in order to make a person feel guilty for criticizing the game.
Actual like counterpoint of any
Yeah,
game.
that's
You're
what's
not allowed to
happening.
criticize this game.
It's
this
obvious
AAA
that's
game,
what's happening.
because people work on this. It's reminding me, it's giving me flashbacks, like war flashbacks from a week ago of the voice acting situation, where all these voice actors want to, or they feel entitled to like the public supporting their cause with full alleged
Yeah,
strikes
everybody
that
has to
they're
care.
not calling a collective worker people. Right? It's like, oh, the internet should support us. The people, the fans against you need to support us. We're voice actors, people deserve support. These people are like, oh, we're devs, we deserve the public supporting us. It just comes off so entitled. I don't know how they ever thought this like acceptable thing and like a good point.
The reason why they think it's okay is because they live in an echo chamber of other people that only agree with them and tell them that they're right about everything. That's the reason why it gets so bad, and I think that's the reason why it's been so bad. It's because they're constantly insulated from any sort of feedback, and they view anybody like me or him or anybody else as these bad actors that take advantage of people. And like we're like racist or something like that.
And of course, the other fallback.
And here's the thing, right? And this is the, it might sound bad to say, but if everybody in the audience is racist and you make a video game and it's not racist, you're not going to sell any of those games. Like, whether you think that you should or not doesn't really fucking matter. Like, you want to sell a game in another country that's homophobic, well, if you have a gay character in it, you're going to have a bad time. That's it. So, like, it doesn't matter what you think the audience is supposed to like. You don't get to tell the audience what they want. Actually, you do. But you don't get to tell the audience that they have to buy it. That's the difference. You can put out whatever art you want, but you can't put out whatever art you want and then get mad when other people don't want to see it.
No, let's just say it's like harassment. That's all it's going to be like. And we got this. I commend them for taking a chance, transmitting for appearance, right, my bad. Or into the improvement or guarantee take flight. Okay. TLDR. TLDR. I worked on Concord and did my best. We came up short. That's an understatement. $200+ million loss. Game closes in like 2 weeks, was it?
It is a generational level failure that will be discussed in 30 years from now in the same way that we discuss Atari burying all of the ET copies in Mexico. Concord will be discussed 30 years from such a astronomical generational failure that it's a fucking warning to anybody else in the future. It's like fucking Icarus with the wings.
Biggest failures in gaming. And hey guys, you know, we came up
A
short.
mythical
They're
level
best.
L.
I mean, dude, that's your best. What is like? Who would want you to work on another game?
Cautionary
that
tale.
was our best
Yeah.
work right there, guys. Here's now us working on Marathon. Don't forget to buy it. Let's go, K-Pro. We came up short. Please don't punish others for our mistake. We are all human beings. Oh
We're
my
not
god.
punishing others for your mistakes. All we're doing is seeing a pattern. That's all. It's not a good pattern.
There we go again. We are all human beings. We're trying to create something special, and Marathon is no different. Be kind, be cool, as video games are meant to be fun. How about stop acting like the internet police and just make a good game? You apparently have all these talented people working on it. You've got Bungie's AAA money with it too. But hey, people were saying this might be Concord 2.0. And dude has to come out and apparently expose himself to make this damage control post. Yeah, very interesting.
And he never addressed, keep in mind, he never addressed any of the complaints about Marathon. He never addressed any of the complaints about Concord. All he said is we came up short. And that's the reason why these people keep failing. Is if you can't identify a problem, you can never fix it. And that's the big issue that happens.
The comment.
Yeah,
by
there's no
Concord.
accountability. You're doing your best. No, you're not. You're not when you put a fat girl in a game as a hero shooter, you're not doing your best. You have made a mistake. Everybody knows that. But for some reason, you want to pretend like, oh, I don't know, how could this have happened?
Chill and take a look at what some of the Redditors are downvoting about this one at the top. But actually, first, I'll move on from that.
A lot of people are mad that I bring this up as a point, but I will make it very clear. Nobody wants to look at a fat chick, not even fat chicks. That's why they have filters to make themselves skinny. If you put these characters in your game, if you have ugly characters in your game, people won't want to play it. Period. It's a mistake to do it. It's an unforced error. In a market that's never been more competitive, you're handicapping yourself right out of the gate. It's a huge mistake.
Though we can't ever 100% confirm anyone who comes to our subreddit, this account's user history appears genuine and lines up with this post description. I'm going to leave this post up despite the reports, as while this has a marginal relationship with the actual game, the insight it provides outweighs any potential spam or off-topic content issues and votes. Thank you for the unique insight, OP. It is immensely appreciated. See my follow-up comment was that, and then the post people when I said that we can't confirm anyone who's our subreddit. I didn't mean to have their goals. I meant that on the internet. One can never be absolutely certain. A 30-second glance at your user profile can generate a glance at the subject go to the battle data, backstory, the other link.
Yeah, sure. I could
For
easily
improving
do
quality
things
drive and maybe platform like Reddit. Please stop reporting this post and getting me about this. Okay. I find it funny how this mod is like, oh yes, this post is so uniquely insightful. It's like insightful post. It's like, bro, the glazing. It wasn't very insightful at all, really. I mean, it's hilarious to note that this guy and others may have.
Yeah, they didn't really add anything to the conversation artistically. I mean, it was just like, don't be mean to them because Concord was bad. Like, there's no actual insight or, like, analysis of either game. There's nothing that's really being discussed. It's like, I'm sorry that we made this bad game. Please feel like there's nothing about this at all.
Because this guy and other Concord devs, ex-Concord devs, are now working on Marathon. But like, aside from that, it's not a very insightful post at all. So, I don't know. It just seems like some unnecessary glazing there. Let's see some of the most downvoted, most controversial. Oh, geez. Clarify what I mean, by the way. Sort by controversial on Reddit. That's a no. I think it means like posts that are getting lots of upvotes and downvotes.
Yeah,
It's like an upvote
a lot of
downvote.
interaction.
Sorry, but the land modernized paint by number games like Concord deserve to fail. Devs need to be reminded that AAA games exist to be sold as products. First reaction to the game is with downloading and then rather than taking it as an insult or ignoring it, maybe ask why. then put in the work to understand the reason why people are not responding to it, and try to course correct before it is too late.
They can't course correct. That's the problem.
Ignoring your issues, making self-pity posts, and hoping for the best is going to end just like it did for Concord and Firewall.
Yep.
You might not want to hear it, and this might get downvoted like crazy, but it is the truth. It needs to be said.
Fucking base. Absolutely fucking base.
Main problem with AAA games these days is that they all try to copy-paste from each other because they are ballooning their budgets on useless tech that no one asked for. That also has the side effect of being so performance expensive that it locks out half your potential user base. Example, ray tracing. This is very performance capped. It barely makes it visually, and making it mandatory locks many people below PC out of being a potential customer.
That's right.
No one cares about
That's one of the big reasons why Fortnite is so successful is because you can play it anywhere.
the sales prove that.
It's actually a really good insight.
Cautionary tale that other devs
What a surprise a random Redditor understands more about Concord or more about random than a Concord developer. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could find a crackhead under a bridge that would do a better job of picking out characters for a video game than a Concord dev. I mean, that's just how it is.
What not to do. And this person gets honest,
Of course.
So, quoting the OP is saying, I commend them for taking a chance to try something Fortinet that isn't proven or guaranteed to succeed. It takes a lot of courage. Taking a chance with what? Making another bog standard live service shooter with seemingly no campaign, going with the bog standard passive color palette, and boldly ripping off another game genre without an ounce of originality. Oh, I know. They took a chance with ripping off their own old IP for name recognition, while having seemingly nothing to do with it. So cold, so proud. With all due respect to the work you did on Concord,
There's no respect. He said he did visual effects on Concord. They were fucking garbage. They're trash. That's why you're out of a job.
and I did assume you did your best. That
the
game
way it
died
is.
because it was absolutely creatively insane.
But it,
The game
that's
didn't
not
have
my
a
I didn't do it.
Marathon also looks great.
Were they? Yes!
I'll be happy if I turn out the top on that, but boy will I celebrate if it brings a modern fun piece down. Conversely, though, you've got this person who says, having played Concord for 2 or 3 hours, I enjoyed it. Wow, that's like 20% of Concord's life right
Wow.
there. Good job. Person really got some hours in really good. But anyways, look at this. We've got a response where the OP responds.
Oh, God.
Says, they're really bringing out the heavy hitters for the open on. The OP's like, my opinions are my own.
You know they're not. You don't have any opinions. You are giving the industry-approved, correct, empathy-filled opinion to try to guilt gamers into liking something that's garbage. That's what you're doing. This is not your opinion. I guarantee you, if you're a 40-year-old man, and I ask you, like privately, with no cameras, no one recording, why did Concord fail? You could tell me exactly why Concord failed, and you would understand it 100%. But you won't say it publicly because you're afraid for your career. And I understand and I respect that, but what I don't respect is telling me that your opinions are your own. No, they're not. And you know it.
This is how I feel. Take it or leave it. And the response that another user gives the OP, as well as this comment right below it, bring up the point that I was basically making earlier about the lack of insight. Because that moderator is like, wow, it's so insightful. These comments read, people will leave it. You completely failed to address all the problems. And you're basically just begging for people to play your terrible game because you tried hard. You got
This is like, bro, this is like streamers that stream 8 hours every single day, and they're like, why aren't I growing? It's like you can use your head to hammer a nail through a piece of wood, or you can use your hammer. Just because you're working hard and it hurts you really bad to use your forehead, doesn't mean that you're doing something that's worthy of any sort of praise.